Hey everybody, and welcome to another edition. Oh wait, I forgot to do the what's up. It's sort of my signature.
It's Robbie's signature.
Yeah.
I also forgot to do this.
Wow, just wow.
It's
Spelled backwards is wow.
That's true. And upside down it's mom.
Here we go. Ready? And in 5, 4, 3. Hey, what's up, everybody, and welcome to another edition of On a Couch Talking Sports. As always, I'm Robbie. This is Kyle. Kyle, how are you? Good to see you.
Doing great, Robbie. How are you?
Doing great. Getting close to the holidays, and
just so
getting
cold.
really excited about that. Yeah, it's really cold. It is literally today. It was literally like 10 degrees. I mean, it was brutal. It was windy. It was just a yucky day. But anyway, we're about to warm you guys up with another episode, and what we thought would be interesting to do tonight. This is actually an episode that Kyle kind of came up with. Gotta give him credit on this one.
Thank you.
Is, obviously we all have our favorite teams, and we all root very hard for those teams, and are disappointed when those teams lose. But what we wanted to explore tonight is, if you knew that your favorite team was going to lose a game, what team would you be most okay with that team losing to? So we're going to go through sort of our favorite teams in the four sports, like we always do, and sort of take a look at, if our team had to lose a game, what team would we be okay with them losing to? So I guess I'll kick things off, and to segue that pun, I will start with the New England Patriots. Now this one's a tough one because there's not a lot of other teams in the NFL that I like. So this is, like I said, this is a really tough one. I guess, if they were going to lose, I guess the first team that comes to mind would be the Atlanta Falcons, which is kind of funny because the Pats beat the Falcons in the Super Bowl a couple years back.
That's true.
And the reason for that is because, being a Boston College football fan, I'm a big fan of Matt Ryan, who is a quarterback at BC, now is the quarterback for the Atlanta Falcons. And so if the Pats were going to lose, I'd prefer they lose to the Falcons because I enjoy seeing Matt Ryan win. So that'd be kind of like a win-win for me. In terms of hockey for the Bruins, it's the Canadians. No, I'm just kidding. That's definitely not the Canadians. I'm actually going to go with the Washington Capitals. And I say that because I've sort of grown to like/enjoy Washington sports teams since my sister, who you've seen on several episodes, Sarah, has become a Washington, D.C. resident. And, I've sort of taken to rooting for those teams, as evidenced by me throwing my support behind the Nationals in their playoff run, which ended in a World Series title. And so, I would probably say the Capitals. I mean, it'd be tough because, I think hockey is probably the sport that I have the toughest time with because I just really don't like any of the other teams. But I'd probably say
if I had to, New York Rangers.
If I had to pick one, I'd probably go with the Capitals. And you're going to sort of get a sense of theme here for this next one too. In basketball in the NBA, I'd probably go with the Wizards. Mm-hmm. Just because, again, I enjoy the Washington teams. I actually went to a Wizards preseason game back in October, and Isaiah Thomas, who played for the Celtics and was a fan favorite here, plays for the Wizards now. So I'd probably be okay if the Wizards beat them. And then lastly, baseball. All right, my bread and butter, my favorite sport, the Red Sox, my favorite team since I was 6 years old. I have a tie on this one. I have two
Interesting.
teams that I'd be okay with them losing to. One is the Chicago Cubs,
Okay.
and the other is the Washington Nationals. The Cubs, I just always have had a soft spot for the Cubs. I just always enjoyed watching them play, and I root hard for them to win that World Series in 2016 and, sort of reverse the curse. But I would really, if they have to lose to the Cubs, I guess I can be okay with it more than other teams, sounds like the Yankees and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And the other one would be the Nationals, because obviously again that Washington connection, and like I said, I enjoy I enjoy watching the Nationals play, and I think it would be interesting. It's funny because the Red Sox actually swept the Nationals a couple of seasons ago. The last time they played them in DC. But yeah, if the Red Sox lost the Nationals, I probably would have an easier time with it than others. So those are my four. Sort of a lot of some sort of theme there, and then it's just some personal preference. Kyle, let me toss it over to you. What are your thoughts?
Well,
I think your thoughts on this topic are probably going to be a little bit different than mine, just given some, allegiances and sports you follow more closely than others, etc.
Yeah. Which is why I'm going to just get kind of baseball out of the way, because actually baseball, it was so funny? When I was thinking about this earlier on, like back when we were having dinner, I basically had the exact same answer for baseball. It was a two-way tie, I'd say, between the Cubs and the Nationals.
Really? All right. Hey, there you go. Great minds think alike, man. By the way, I'm wearing my Red Sox shirt.
There you go. It's just, I don't know. Like, I basically, you said it best, I think. Like, the Cubs basically being in our position, in the Red Sox position of not winning World Series for a while. They've always been the underdogs, just like the Red Sox have been for a while. You got to respect them, and the Nationals, they're a really great team, and I don't think there's anything wrong with rooting for them either. Definitely, you're right. Like much better those teams than teams like the Yankees, and yeah. So no, I think you pretty much said it best on the baseball end of things. So I pretty much agree full front with that. When it comes to basketball is probably one of the trickiest ones, because the thing is, I don't watch that much basketball.
That's what I was wondering where we would go with that, because I know you don't watch a whole lot of basketball, so I was kind of curious where you were going to go with that one.
Out of the four major sports, especially the ones, out of all, I just don't. I'm just not as interested in basketball. Not that I don't like it, but I just don't watch it as much as hockey and football. And maybe if they had basketball fantasy, I don't know. Maybe I can get into that or something like that. But anyways, going back on the topic, the main topic. I guess I would say, I don't know. Maybe somewhere either. I'd say maybe a tie between either the Toronto Raptors. Or what's the other team I had in mind? The Chicago Bulls. I guess the Chicago Bulls being
Sarah would like that pick. She likes the Bulls.
Yeah, they're pretty...
Can I be honest with you? I don't mean to interrupt you.
No, that's okay.
I was kind of surprised you didn't go with the now Brooklyn, formerly New Jersey Nets, just given your New Jersey connection.
Oh yeah. I'm sorry, I could care less about them.
That's true.
I just knew that one dude, Jason Kidd. I remember they made such a big deal about him for a while, and
he was a good player.
Yeah, no, he was like their
now
star
he's a
player,
coach, actually.
Oh, he is?
Yeah.
Oh,
he's an okay coach.
He's okay.
Anyway, sorry.
Well, sometimes it's kind of hard to transition.
Sorry, I interrupted you there, so continue.
No, just, I have a lot of respect for the Toronto Raptors, at least from what I know very little of.
Defending NBA champion Toronto Raptors, by the way.
There you go. They're a pretty solid team.
Excuse me.
And the Chicago Bulls, they had
the Bulls,
probably, arguably the best player of all time on that, team for a while.
MJ, the GOAT.
Yeah, I I think maybe it was just from watching Space Jam. I remember after I watched that movie, and I'm sure almost every other '90s kid who watched that movie was like, "Oh yeah, the Bulls are an awesome team." Like,
because Michael Jordan totally in real life beat a group of alien animated characters.
I believe it.
Help of the Looney Tunes.
I believe it. He's just that good, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'd say, pretty much those two teams were. And let's see, for what are the last two? Hockey,
football and hockey, or hockey, football, however you go.
All right, I'll go hockey this time.
Now this is going to be interesting because your favorite team allegiance relies differently than mine when it comes to hockey. So.
Yes, because I am not for those of you who don't know, who are just tuning in now.
If you've been living under a rock or literally just stumbled upon this, first of all, welcome. Welcome back.
Thank you for watching us.
Yeah.
I would have to say, because I am a Canadiens fan, by default, pretty much.
By the way, the Bruins beat the Canadiens in the game we went to a few weeks ago.
Yeah,
buddy.
Even though the Canes were actually technically dominating the first two periods, but the third period.
Hey, you know what? All that matters is this. W.
I will give the Bruins credit, though. They are a third period team. What the hell?
I was trying to do an L.
Oh, you gotta do it this way.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, of course. I'm trying to teaching him how to insult me. Of course.
Classic. Yeah.
It's not this sound. No, okay.
West Side?
Or we eat McDonald's. Anyways.
Random.
We're just going random.
Yeah, no. This is really weird. Anyway, sorry.
No, it's okay. So, this is going to be a strange pick. Because this is kind of going to show that I'm not, I guess, a true blue diehard Canadiens fan. You guys are actually going to be kind of surprised by this pick a little bit. So, let me think. So, I'm trying to think of all the teams in hockey. I don't know that many teams. I honestly don't mind if the Bruins beat them. Is that weird?
Yes, very weird.
Right? Because
you need to stop talking
now. Now the Canadiens fans are going to go after me. They're going to start posting stuff.
You're going to have Bruins fans going after you, Canadiens fans going after you. Just people out here just come up to you and be like, "You're not a true fan.
You're a double agent. You're double crossing everyone." So honestly, because the thing is, if the Bruins aren't, unless the Bruins are playing the Canadiens, I still am technically a Bruins fan. I guess it's kind of weird how that works. I know, because like people are like, "Come on," people are probably like, "Come on, pick a side, man, pick a side." But you know, when they're not playing the Canadiens, I'm a Bruins fan. That's how it is.
There you go.
It's my other side because I'm a dual citizenship I'm a dual citizen for those of you who don't know. So I am Canadian and American. So yeah, you know, when they're not facing the Canadiens, I'm rooting for the Bruins. That's just generally where I go. So if I'm not one of those Canadian fans that get completely, totally wrecked if the Bruins defeat them, because I also like the Bruins. So I'm gonna go with that answer. So yeah.
There you go.
so that's where I lie. So I'll be honest. I actually wasn't that. That's why I wasn't even at the game. You know. Well, yeah, I mean, I was still somewhat disappointed that the Canes lost, but at the end of the day, though, I wasn't that disappointed. It's not like the Yankees versus the Red Sox. Like
excuses.
Beat the
All
Red
I
Sox.
hear coming out of this guy right now is excuses.
Like, obviously, you know, you don't.
He was crying. You should have seen this guy. He was crying. Oh, yeah. He was just laying down like on the street, literally in the middle of the street, just going crazy.
You had to call the cops on me because I was just like making a huge scene. It was really bad. I was like throwing stuff. I was trying to tip a car over, actually, I think at one point.
Yeah.
But it was.
You became the Hulk apparently somehow, some way, you know.
I tried to recruit a bunch of Canadiens fans to tip a car with me, but it didn't work. I tried speaking French. It didn't work either. So, but anyways, yeah. So, for football, I think the top team. that's not Patriots, would be for me the other bird team, or another bird team, the Seahawks. And I respect the Seahawks. I really do. I guess you could also say because I do have a little bit of a slight connection with the quarterback there. Not only have I used him in fantasy football for the past 3 years, but his dad, so Russell Wilson's dad, actually knew my dad.
Oh.
At one
I
point,
think you told me that. Yeah, you told me that.
Yeah, they knew each other, and they played football actually on the same team before, which I thought was actually pretty mind-blowing.
Dartmouth, right?
Yes.
Dartmouth College.
Yep.
Shout out Dartmouth College.
Oh yeah, Dartmouth.
Yeah, Big Green.
Which is like, it's kind of mind blowing. I was like, wow, geez. I mean, my dad's not really a football star or anything, but he had a great time, and I mean, he was he was a really good player back when he played, but he didn't like go on the pros or anything like that. But I thought it was really cool that just like they so you got I got a little bit of that kind of connection there. And I know part of you guys are asking, if they switch teams, or if he switches to another team in the future, then are you going to be rooting for his team? And I'll probably say yes, and I'll still root for the Seahawks as well. They're respectable, so
cool. Cool. So,
yeah.
Good choices there.
Thank you.
Shocked me with the hockey pick, but
yep.
Like I said, overall, some really good choices there. So good job. Good job.
Thanks.
All right, so now it's time to move on to our fantasy football recap. Kyle actually had a bye this week in the first round of the playoffs. I had a game, so so what we're gonna do is I'm gonna go first and recap my game and quickly preview my team's final game, which is coming up this week, and then I'll sort of maybe let Kyle recap his or not recap, preview I should say, his semifinal game that's coming up this week. So I lost this week, unfortunately, in the consolation quarterfinals. I lost bad. It was not a good performance by me. I lost 105-64. Jacoby Brissett, boy, only 7 points, my quarterback.
Ooh, okay.
Willie Snead had 1 point. Melvin Gordon had 2 points. My tight end got hurt, so he didn't get any points. But the biggest disappointment of all was the LA Rams defense. They got -4 points. They're just brutal. But on the bright side, Miller, my wide receiver for Chicago, did get 17 points. So he helped me out there. But yeah, this week I am playing in the 11th place game. It's going to be interesting. It's my last game of the season, like I said, and I'm actually favored to win, 88-68 at the moment. So hopefully I can pull it out. We shall see. And my season on a good note. But
cool.
Yeah, let me throw it over to Kyle. Kyle, why don't you give us a little preview of your semifinal game, which is obviously a lot more important than my 11th place contest.
That's all right. I'm gonna go up against this other team, Relax. I don't know who that is.
Kyle, you know what you need to do in this situation? You need to relax.
Take it easy. Okay, sorry. I got I think a pretty solid lineup this week.
You're actually favored, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, by a few points.
Yeah,
so it looks
close.
Yeah, well, we'll see how it turns out. I like these kind of close games. They're always pretty kind of good nail biters. So the lineup I got this week. So I got just to get the defense and the kicker. I still got LA, and I still got Justin Tucker as the kicker. Very good kicker. He's super good. I'm not going to switch him out for anyone. Then I got Christian Kirk, who I guess is questionable. He's got some ankle problems, but I'll chance it. He's been doing pretty well, so I might as well just kind of see what happens with unless I don't know. There's a chance I might maybe switch him out for a tight or wide receiver or another tight end. But
excuse me.
Anyways, yeah, I know we're getting that time of night. Then I got Cook. I got Jared Cook as my official tight end. And then I got this new Marlon Mack. He's a new running back. So I'm curious to see how. We got our lines starting up. they're all kind of trying to chime in and see if they can throw their opinions towards fantasy, I guess, right now. And then I have my quarterback, Winston. So this is a question I actually have for you guys and for Robbie. Should I put him in if he's questionable, or should I take a chance with Trubisky?
Ooh.
What do you guys think?
I would go with, hold on a second, I'm going to pull something up and look at something. Do some little in-show research going on right now.
Nice.
Personally, I would go with, I would stay with Winston.
Winston, okay.
But I want to look at something.
He's actually had a really good season.
I want to look at Jameis Winston. Yeah, he's gonna be playing.
Oh, so it is.
Yeah, he's basically he's listed as questionable, but what the news is saying is that he was upgraded to full participation at practice today, so that'll ensure he'll be under center for Saturday's 1 p.m. kickoff. So he will be playing.
Okay.
So there you go. There's your answer.
There you go.
Plus, Trubisky sucks.
He's had a really bad season.
Yeah, he really sucks.
I don't know what it is. Like last year, he did a little better, but like this year, he just I don't know. He's been like all over the place.
Trubisky. You are the worst.
Wow.
Like you are the worst quarterback in like the history of quarterbacks. No, I'm just kidding. There's a lot of worse quarterbacks, but you're the worst quarterback. Like you're one of the worst quarterbacks this season. Let's go that way. Yeah.
Okay.
I just went there. All right. Good luck this week.
Thank you.
I think it's going to be a really exciting game.
Can't wait.
And I hope you advance to the finals.
Thank you.
So I want you to win it all. So at least someone on the show can say that they won the title. Won a title. All right. So we're going to start wrapping things up on the episode. No food review night because I think we already did the cottage at one point. There, yeah. Do you have anything else for us tonight?
No, I think the well's dry for tonight, but I'll come up with some more content next episode we have. So
cool. Yeah. Well, I just want to say on behalf of both of us, since we probably won't have an episode until after that, I want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. Obviously, you, our fans, are a big part of why we do this, and we enjoy having you watching us. So I just wanted to throw the holiday love and cheer out there and say I hope everybody has a happy and safe holiday season. And we're going to try and do at least one more episode in the year 2019. But if not, we'll definitely be back early in 2020 to bring you more exciting On a Couch Talking Sports action. So,
definitely.
Until then, for Kyle, I'm Robbie, signing off from the couch, and we'll see you next time, everybody. Good night.